news, Mason County is dealing with wildfires, Stadium Lanes is closing for renovations, an earthquake hit Garden City overnight, and the school bus was involved in a major crash this afternoon. I'm James Bouligny, and this is Live. We'll get to the news in a minute, but first, the time is here to stock up and save on John Deere filters and packaged oil at the South Plains Implement semi-annual sale. Now through August 31st, receive 12% off John Deere oil and filters. Some restrictions do apply, and visit their parts department for details. Located at US 67 North at Tractor Trail in San Angelo, or with 18 additional locations, there's a South Plains Implement near you. South Plains Implement, where farm meets family. Starting off the news, Mason is dealing with 4 or 5 wildfires that could have been started by lightning, as some county officials believe. Over 3,000 acres have been burnt so far, and as of around 10 o'clock this morning, only 25 had been contained. Volunteer fire departments from Brady, Voca, Rochelle, Placid, and Mason are currently fighting the blaze. San Angelo Live's Lucas Banda drove to Mason today and reported that the Texas Emergency Management, Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service, the Texas Forest Service, the Grand Prairie Wildlife Team, the Llano County Sheriff's Office, and the Clean Fire Department were all in Mason helping extinguish the fires. Also, there is a plan being put in place to remove livestock from the deadly situation. To the north of Tom Green County, an earthquake rocked Garden City overnight, but it was much smaller than the ones that sent aftershocks towards San Angelo earlier in the summer. The epicenter of the quake was about 16.8 miles south of Garden City, and it had magnitude of 2.2. These have been much more common this summer, which prompted the Railroad Commission of Texas to investigate possible links to fracking. Even though the earthquakes were quite a distance from San Angelo, they did still negatively affect the area, as elementary students from San Jacinto were forced to relocate to Reagan Elementary for some time as seismic activity damaged a load-bearing wall. Some scientists believe that the disposal of brackish prehistoric saltwater produced alongside fracked oil could be responsible for the area's seismic instability. Have you downloaded the San Angelo Live mobile app yet? It's free and it's the best app in the business. Download it off the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store to stay up to date with news in San Angelo. Into San Angelo, Stadium Lane's bowling alley is closing down for the next several weeks for renovations. Stadium Lane's president Bill Alexander said in a Facebook post that the bowling alley would be closed for the next couple of months or so, as they replace pin spotters and for the repurposing of the center to improve overall experience. In addition to new pin spotters, a new scoring system will be put in, as well as an improved billiards/game room and new restrooms. While the bowling alley will be closed, Fleming's Diner will remain open. The Stadium Lanes has been serving San Angelo for 62 years, and they look forward to serving San Angelo for the next 60+ years. And this afternoon, a 3-vehicle crash involving a school bus occurred out in Buffalo Heights on FM 2288, just outside of Great Creek. Around 1:30 p.m., a major crash was called at Gray Wolf Lane and FM 2288, and on scene, the school bus had significant front-end damage. A white SUV looked like it had been T-boned, and a gray SUV had front-end damage as well. The Department of Public Safety, the Tom Green County Sheriff's Office, and the Great Creek Volunteer Fire Department worked to clear the scene. Injuries are unknown, and it's also unknown if any children were on the bus at the time of the crash. And right now, guess who was wrong about the rain yesterday? Well, we could see a little bit more, as we have about a 30% chance of storms tonight, but we'll still be in a heat advisory until about 9 o'clock. Right now it's 105 with a high of 107, and tonight a low of 78. Thankfully, things look to cool down a little bit over the weekend and into next week. Tomorrow the high is 102 and the low will be around 74. Then on Sunday the high comes in at 99 with about a 73-degree Sunday night low. Monday the high will be 98 and the low drops to 72, and then on Tuesday we have about a 20% chance of thunderstorms, a high near 97 and a low near 72. Wednesday and Thursday both have highs of 97 and lows in the mid to low 70s, and those days also bring about a 20% chance of rain. We have gotten pretty good storms the first, second week of football, so prayers have been answered. We are getting some rain, and it's football season. And when we come back, I went out to Sterling City and spoke with the new Eagles head coach, DJ Howell, yesterday, who gives some good advice, and I also went and spoke with Hector Guzman about their upcoming performance season. But first, a word from the Bass Bunch.
It's our giant tag sale.
Right now, during our giant tag hail sale,
you can get a brand new 2024 Ford Bronco Sport for just $25,999.
Don't miss our giant tag sale, only at Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, Houston, Hart, and Arden Road, or 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
Hey everybody, James Bouligny here with Coach DJ Howell of the Sterling City Eagles. First year here, Coach. What have you picked up so far about these kids?
Well, I think this community is represented well by these kids. I think we've got some tough kids that work really hard and they are wanting to get better every day. And I think it is representative of this town. I mean, we have a wonderful facilities, a great administration here, and we do things. We do things right. In that doesn't mean everything goes easy, but you find a way to keep moving forward and get better. And I think that that's kind of the character of this town. We've had a lot of success here in the past, and so that's the standard that we try to live to every day. The standard's the standard, but at the same time, we understand that we've got to get better every day, and we've got to work towards that. Nothing's given, everything's earned, and I think that's kind of people of this town. So that's what I've discovered since I've been here.
Right. And you've got a young team, and it's been hot out here. How do you keep those kids in it, and how do you keep it just because of the heat? How do you keep these kids in it and just keep them practicing?
Well, it's extremely hot. I've talked to the coaches about it. I said, if it was 10 degrees below zero out here, we would be making accommodations about it, right? Well, it's 100 and probably 30 on the turf, and we need to make accommodations for it, extreme weather and stuff. So we try to do a lot of stuff on the board. We try to do a lot of stuff on the film work and have some of those learning processes done before we come out. Then when we're out here, in this kind of heat, you've got about 45 minutes of really good learning time. And so you need to make sure that you're ready to go, and then you maximize your time out here, and then you need to get them off the field. And then there are times, if you're looking at them and things are starting to slow down, you might have to end sooner than you wanted to. And then sometimes you got to look at them and say, hey, pull the pads off real quick, pull the helmet off, and let's just go through some different stuff. So some things that you normally wouldn't do when it's 130 degrees on the heat on the turf, you better make some accommodations. And so that's what we tried to do.
And you scrimmaged the Reagan County Owls. Yep. How do you feel like today went for your guys?
Good and bad. I mean, there's some things that were really positive about what we did, and we were able to put the ball in the end zone a couple times. We were able to keep them out of the end zone, so you're positive about that. And then, then you look at it, and there's probably going to be some stuff on film where you missed a block or we didn't go in the right direction. Maybe we didn't read something right on defense. We didn't scrape to the pitch or whatever. And so that's stuff that we're going to have to fix. But the one thing is, it starts counting next week, and then it really starts counting when you get to district. And so we've got time to keep getting better, but we did a lot of really good things out here. And then at the same time, we'll go back to work on tomorrow, and we'll find ways to get better.
I know y'all have been out here since the beginning of August, but it's still, the season hadn't even started yet, so it's still early. And with a young team, I think you kind of expected some of these little bumps in the road.
For sure. We've got 4 starters back on both sides of the ball, and some of those guys that started didn't get a whole lot of playing time. And so it's going to be a learning process, and we're going to have to go through some of the things, and you got to be patient, but at the same time build a sense of urgency of where we got to get better, and then just understand that, it's not going to be perfect every day, and so you got to find the things to get better at and accentuate the positives. And I tip my hat to the guys and the coaches. They did a good job of us finding a way to kind of get some scores and not let them score, and we build off that and try to get better.
All right, and you said that you coached Chris Harris. He played
Yes.
for the Denver Broncos.
Yep.
How does coaching someone at that caliber of athlete, how does that help you coach kids in West Texas?
Well, I can tell you this. I grew up in West Texas in Odessa, and so I was around a lot of tough people, and that's kind of the mentality you get. And then so that kind of builds who you are, and I think that's West Texas is tough, proud people that work very hard, and they expect to have people do the same. And so that's kind of where I come from. And then a guy like Chris that I got to coach, super talented guy, but I think he wasn't always necessarily the most talented guy. Now, he had a lot of talent, but the thing that allowed him to go on and start in college and then start in the NFL and then make Pro Bowls and all that stuff was he worked extremely hard, and he was a very intelligent guy. And so when you have a combination of people that work really hard and that are smart, and then they got some talent, whatever the talent level is, you can get great things out of them. Whether it's a Pro Bowler or not, you're going to get a lot out of those type of guys. And I've coached a lot of different players that by those factors, whatever their talent was, plus the ability to work hard and be intelligent and know what their job was, those guys have gone very far.
Work hard and be smart.
Work hard and be smart.
Take the advice, everybody. Well, Coach Howell, thank you for talking to me today, man. I appreciate it.
You have a great day. And
you too.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
It's hard to believe how reckless some people can be and how hard they fight against real victims. You need a partner who consistently beats the giants and who will never, ever flinch.
And welcome everybody. James Bouligny here at the Murphy Performance Hall with Hector Guzman. First off, beautiful building we have here.
It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. It sort of inspires you, doesn't it?
It does. Yes. I know. I was looking all around at the balcony and everything. It's just, it's beautiful.
Incredible.
And how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Good. Thank you for asking. Thank you for having me, James.
Absolutely. Today we're talking about y'all's program coming up for the next year, for this year coming up.
Yeah, we are having our 75th anniversary as our Diamond Jubilee celebration, and we're certainly looking forward to it.
All right, yeah, let's just talk about that one on October 5th, Diamond Jubilee. You said it's one of the most complicated piano.
Probably the most complicated piano of all time. Rachmaninoff's Piano Concerto No. 3 is universally acknowledged as perhaps the most difficult piano concerto of all time. Our soloist will be Frederick Moyer. He is an audience favorite. He's been here many times and he's coming back to do that. The orchestra complements him by performing music of Mozart and Tchaikovsky, but the main attraction is the Rachmaninoff's third piano concerto. In fact, it's known as Rach 3 because everybody knows that. So we're looking forward to that first one.
And you're not, he's performing, right?
No, I'm not performing the piano. Right. He is performing. Right. I'm conducting, yeah.
All right. And then in November, early November, November 2nd, Spooktacular Symphony coming. And there's a magician going to be here.
Yeah, David Hira is a spectacular magician. He is retired now, but he's coming back from his retirement home in Costa Rica. Poor
Must
thing.
Must be nice.
Poor thing.
How terrible.
It's terrible. Somebody has to do it.
Right.
He's coming to perform as a magician at a concert that uses music from Disney's Fantasia and things that are, that are themed with a little bit of Halloween, but that day is also All Saints Day. And so it's.
I think I saw the Star Wars Imperial March and Harry Potter, so there's some magical themes.
Yeah,
going
magical
on too.
themes. But David, the orchestra performs by itself, but that David joins us in a few of those numbers. And in addition to that, we're going to have the kids and the family and the parents and the orchestra dress up in costume. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
I take Halloween very seriously.
No, we are too.
And then the next month, December, the Gingerbread Jubilee, correct? All right.
Yes, the Christmas concert. That is always one of our most popular concerts. Your favorite Christmas carols. We have 3 local artists, 3 local singers. The sing-alongs, Santa shows up. It's fun for the entire family.
All right. Yeah. And then nothing in January, but February, you have America's Got Talent runner-up.
Oh, yeah. Barbara Padilla, who was one of those first runner-ups of America's Got Talent. Fabulous singer and also just absolutely gorgeous. She performs everything from opera to Broadway to pops to Latin American songs, American songs. So it's going to be a great show with lots of variety.
All right, and then following up in March, correct?
Yeah, we have
in March at the Bravo. Broadway,
Broadway. Yeah, we close our season with the pops, big pops. And for this one, we have a program called Bravo Broadway. We have 3 singers who are actually performing on Broadway as we speak. Right. And they will perform the best repertoire from Broadway. So I think that concludes, in a beautiful and big way, our 75th anniversary.
All right. Which one are you looking forward to the most coming up?
All of them, because they're all different and they're all good.
The obviously into Halloween, you said you're inviting kids to be in costume and everything. That seems like it'd be pretty fun.
That one has a special place because the orchestra dresses up.
Okay.
And it's hilarious.
Oh, everybody's dressed up.
Everybody's dressed up.
Right.
Not me. But the orchestra dresses up, and we have a contest as to the top 3 best costumes for the evening. Prizes for the kids, a magician, great music from Harry Potter, Fantasia, and you name it. So that one I think is going to be really quite unusual, and look forward to that one.
Yeah, I bought a cotton candy machine a few years back. Impulse buy, because obviously. And I was like, what am I going to do with this? And then my friend, we're awful for each other because we just feed off of this energy, and we end up making cotton candy for kids, and we do the big candy bars. So we love Halloween. So having this, that just helps add to the things going around San Angelo, and I'm already excited for Halloween.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, and the kids are going to love it, and the parents too.
All right. And where can people find all this information, though?
Oh, that's a good question. SanAngeloSymphony.org will be the best the best way of getting tickets. You can call the San Angelo Symphony office, 658-5877, or come here to the City Hall. Our offices are next door, here at the Murphy Hall. So there are many ways, and we'll take care of you.
All right, and how much do each of these, are they varying in price? Do you have season tickets? Or?
No, the lowest price is $20, and they go up, but we have discounts for seniors and military.
All right. Yeah. Well, Mr. Guzman, did I miss anything?
No, I think we covered it all.
All right. Well, good deal. Well, we appreciate you having us here in this beautiful venue here. It is, if you've ever seen a show here, it's very nice.
You're right. If anything, just come to see this wonderful place. You will enjoy it.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Back to you guys.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Cano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Cano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
Thanks for watching the Live Daily News Show, the only locally owned news show in the Concho Valley. Go like us on Facebook, X, and other social media platforms, and download the San Angelo Live mobile app to stay up to date with news from in and around the Concho Valley. Thanks again, and have a good weekend.